Wednesday, March 27th. I can hear some grinding going on. Let's go check it out. What's going on today?
Okay, I'm waiting for these bolts.
Yeah.
That's for the torque converter, and I'm waiting for these bolts for the flex plate.
Okay.
Now, this is the transmission mount,
Yeah.
and this is the rotor, and this is the adapter. I had to spread that adapter to put these 3 bolts in,
Yeah.
and I had to cut this out and clean it up to get at the nuts to tighten it. It bolts on under here.
Yeah. So you made your own transmission mount then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah, you got to do what you got to do.
the other stuff won't work. And this is a nice heavy-duty caliper, but it doesn't work on the application.
Okay.
So I'm using one of my calipers, and I'm going to get a rotor made.
Okay.
Because this rotor I can't use on account of this flange. Eh?
Yeah.
The
Won't fit.
reason is if I have just a plain rotor like this, it gets welded to the yoke,
Yeah.
and I can center. So I got to get one made.
Okay. And
then here's another thing. This was a nice setup, but I don't know what it was.
let me turn off the fan.
Anyway, they had made a small plate
Yeah.
and drilled the holes for mounting to here.
Yeah.
But it's not the right size in the center for this shaft.
Okay.
So that's out. He can have all that back. And there's no dipstick come with this. Come over here. The dipstick goes into here,
Yeah.
the tube, and it bolts onto here, the little ear.
Okay.
So I've got to see if I got a used dipstick, and I'm hoping to put this in
Yeah.
today. eh?
Today.
Yeah, because Bob's going tonight.
Okay.
And then I had a bunch of spare yokes. I want to show you. These yokes are the same. The only thing is, this one's narrower and this one's wider. I haven't decided which one I'm going to use yet. It depends on the U-joint, see? If
Yeah.
I can get the right U-joint. But this one is, see how much longer?
Yeah.
So when it goes in there, it's going to be that much more on the shaft. So I'd rather use this one than this one, but we'll
Okay.
see what I have to use.
Okay.
And then we're cutting out the front for the heater.
Yes.
And this is all pre-measured. The heater will drop right in here. And this is the mounting brackets when you're finished.
Yeah.
These slide down and you put 2 bolts.
Okay.
And then we can stick the heater in.
Okay. Okay. So this is the brand new heater.
Yep.
And this is the 40,000 BTU one, I think it is.
Yeah, something like that.
It's really, really going to kick out a lot of heat, but that's what they want.
The ones that we used were all metal frame.
Yeah.
This is all plastic, eh? So we have to use those mounts because they had made mount holes here.
Yeah.
Anyway, it'll
Yeah,
be good. We
okay.
got the switch and everything.
Okay, so you're on module 26 now.
Module
Blower motor heater installation. Yeah.
He's the grinder today.
Yeah. So your fans are saying your ones down in Mexico. They're saying that you need a haircut.
Oh, do they?
So apparently the discussion's already been made with the bride,
Oh.
and we're to hold you down at the end of the job and give you a haircut.
Yeah.
So they already pre-decided that, so you can't get out of here without getting a haircut.
If you give Daryl what he wants, next thing you know, I'll be in Mexico.
Oh, yeah, there you
Watch
go.
that guy, I'm telling
Okay.
Okay, now just shut that off for a minute. The old guy
So I missed out here on the site visit
for
yesterday.
about 3 hours. That's how bad it was. First of all, he spends for near $1,800 getting this diff.
Oh, okay,
rebuilt.
yeah.
And then I want to show you something. The race goes in here,
Yeah.
and then the bearing goes in like this against the race.
Mm-hmm.
What do these guys do? You see anything? Put the bearing in the wrong way.
Yeah.
So I knock that off, put it back in, and then
They did it or the shop did it?
to the shop in Winnipeg. I don't know what the hell kind of a shop he went. They must have got a deal. So then I have a seal in here and a seal in here.
Yeah.
So the owner's mechanic comes along and I start this. I make him clean it out, start the seal and pound it in. So he pounds it in. I didn't pay any attention. I thought it was all the way in. We go to mount it and we had to have shims that thick. So I sent them uptown, both of them. So him and I took this apart. What the hell? Pounded the seal in and it fits perfect.
Okay.
So we're stuck with that one.
Okay, so you gotta figure this one out here, this side yet.
No, I don't know if we got spare U-bolts in.
I don't think so, Dad. If we had spare U-bolts, it's either going to be in your container over there, or but there's nothing in the building that I recall.
Did I
U-bolts or U-joints? Yes, we got some. I'll go and get them out of the shop for the room for you.
see? He wants me to weld make.
No.
No. So if you're a few minutes.
Yeah,
late,
I'll
okay.
go and get those for you.
So you see if you can get me one at least.
Yeah. U-bolts, yes. We've got a whole whack of them.
See,
Did we get U-bolts for this thing yet? Did you find the ones for these ones?
yeah, I have them. But
Okay.
I'm not going to use them here. This is the
Yeah.
U-bolts.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I got a pail of them. I'll go and get them for you. Okay. So, what do you think, Mr. Perkins? Anything, Dad? What are you learning here?
Swearing.
Lots of swearing? You used to be a good Christian man prior to this, and now you've lost your faith in God, or what?
All good.
Yeah?
All good. Learning lots.
Okay,
Hey,
good.
learning lots.
So this was a couple hours yesterday then.
At least 3. Yeah, you
Yeah,
can
so-
call it a basket case, I think, when it came.
Okay.
In, really.
Yeah, well, you know what? You try to save a nickel and you'll end up spending thousands of dollars, guys. Just get it rebuilt. We got the other differential, that one, rebuilt at Wesley Machine Shop in Winnipeg. The guys spent a couple months on it, but they did a really good job. So I'm really, stuff like this you can't fool around with. You can Mickey Mouse it all you want, but in the end, you're just going to pay for it 2-3 times over. So those seals that you did order,
Yeah.
did they fit though?
Yeah, but we're short ones.
Still short one, yeah.
Okay, you had 4, did you not?
3.
Well, there was 4 on the table. There was 4 in the bag. There was 2 of one type and 2 of another type.
2 are no good.
Oh, okay.
I can make this one work. This one here. By putting it in there.
Okay.
But actually, what somebody had done is they put a spacer in here
Yeah.
so that they could put that seal that they had in stock. But if I take that one out, I can put the proper seal in.
Okay.
But we already been waiting for a week for these seals. Eh?
Well, they're still on order. They might be coming in here today or tomorrow. Okay, so nothing but joy and happiness around here. And you're taking 4 days off, or
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Okay,
Back
well,
Monday.
get
Hey,
it?
Kenny, come on back. You know, I don't know too many people in the paw.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, you guys are hard at this, so good, fantastic, and we'll check in with you later.
How would you do it?
With that burr,
Oh, because there is a simple way, you know.
heat it up and knock it out or something, or cool it.
No. If you listen, I'm going to give you a little pointer. You put that in a vise, and you take the MIG welder and weld all the way around here, and you let it cool, it'll fall out.
Okay.
I'll
There
see
you
you
go.
believe it anyway.
Yeah.
I'll let you do that one.
And then when you're putting a bearing on a shaft like this, I have an oil pot there. It's about this big, about that high. It's cast. You fill it full of oil and get it so it's boiling, eh?
Okay.
And you put that bearing in there, and then when you're ready, you grab it with a pair of pliers, and it'll slide right down to the end, and then when it cools, it'll shrink, and that's it. No pounding, because all you have to do is miss once and pound that race, and that bearing is done.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or the collar on the.
I'm going to show you Dad's bearing pot here. Right here is Dad's bearing pot. I've tried throwing this thing out or getting rid of everything, but he uses it.
You even got oil in
There
it.
we go.
And
ready to go.
he puts that on the furnace and lets it get to a boil. And
Or use the torch to heat
Yeah,
it, or
there
whatever
you go.
it takes.
so this is one. This has been in the shop since I was a child, but he does use it.
Oil pot.
Yeah.
Bearing oil pot.
Can't wait to see that work, eh?
Yeah. And you've got no end of guys, so that when Mr. Perkins decides he's had enough of being yelled at,
And
of
he's
guys that
on his
want,
own.
yeah, there's guys that,
Wait
there's
to get
guys.
in the door.
Well, yeah, they can't wait. So we're gonna have to set up the camp trailer for the summer, and guys can come in. But I'm glad that you can be, the apprentice supervisor in the end.
Hey, I'm
Yeah,
working my way
there
up,
you go.
eh?
Yeah, yeah.
You'll even
Well-
be higher than Hopper.
Yeah, there you go.
One day I may be able to weld something. Eh?
Yeah. Well, you got to use the grinder already. I don't get to use the grinder.
Okay, see if you can find me a U-bolt. We'll have a coffee.
Will do. Yeah.
Probably you'll have to
You
go.
both time.
Yeah.
The hold up for all this stuff is little things like hardware nuts and bolts that are on order or coming.
Okay.
And I got all the wiring ordered that might be in. We're gonna put a box on each side in the motor compartment, so the wires go from the motor to the box, and then from there into the big cable to the front.
Okay.
That's it.